Type shit.
Stop playing with me, Drake. DJ K.
Come on, I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit. Type shit. Activities. I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit. Type shit. Activities. Posted up on the island with a bitch. They call me cause I ain't on that dumb shit. Yeah, I'm rich, but act broke with a bitch. Duval day, I really do it for the kids. Getting checks, never gotta work a job. No Viagra, dick still get hard. I can make your auntie swipe a credit card. OG in the game, realest that you ever. Aunties get down on the floor. Show these poor ass hoes how it go. Back it up like Freak Week 94. Is she under 24? It's a no. Come on, I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit. Type shit. Activities. I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit. Type shit.
What's good, nieces and nephews? Welcome back to Unk Beat Streaming with an impromptu pop-up show. You know, as you know, Unk be all over these YouTube streets. I'm not only a content creator, I'm also a content consumer. So I've been chilling, watching some stuff. And everything just so serious. And I decided just have some fun. Like the thing about when I do these kind of shows, which I'm about to do, I can do these shows just by myself because I be watching this stuff anyway. Sometimes I be watching this stuff and believe it or not, I be doing my own commentary in my head while watching these shows. So to do commentary while watching it, it's like work, But yeah, I think YouTube got so serious, so aggressive, so messy, so much drama, so much beef. A beef will happen and we'll talk about it for like 2 weeks straight. And there's more to life than beefing. There's more to life than other people's trauma. Life is already so stressful, and the news has so much doom and gloom. And every time I open my phone, it's like it's a car wreck, a family getting deleted, someone getting shot, this person drowning, these people in a plane crash. And then we consume people. You ever heard the phrase, you are what you eat? I feel that applies to what you consume in other ways too. Like you are what you eat, but you also are what you devour with your mind, what you devour with your time, what you ingest visually in what you listen to. So when you listen to a bunch of beefs and arguing and negativity, you'll mess around and become a person that's always trying to beef, argue, and you become a negative person. And I believe in doing, sometimes I get it. Everybody like to watch a car wreck. Everybody like a little drama to a degree. Some way more than others. Some far too much. And that's part of the problem. But sometimes you just got to step away from it, right? And have some good old clean fun. And that's what my content has been changing to. Well, before we get started, I just want to do some quick admin stuff. and go ahead and get it out the way. And I got it automated now, so it don't even take long at all.
What's up, nieces and nephews? Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and please share.
If you want to support, hit up my Cash App at $UncB Streaming. Any donation will be greatly appreciated. Thanks in advance.
Shout out to all my people checking me out on Rumble. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and please share. Show some love, y'all.
So we got that out the way. Today we're just gonna be talking some ish, doing some reviews of movies, maybe stuff off YouTube. I got some stuff planned, but I don't have a lot of planned. Especially pretty much you going down the rabbit hole. To come down the YouTube rabbit hole with Unc, and I promise you won't be disappointed, because I'm just always I be finding weird stuff. And it's just, we usually do this stuff ourselves anyway, but this time I'm gonna do it for you. Instead of you going down the rabbit hole yourself, how about you come down the rabbit hole with Unc and just check out some of the weirdness that's that is YouTube. So as you know, I love movie, I love cinema. I'm a cinemaphile. I love everything movies. After I went to film school, I started watching movies differently. I started really paying attention to the shots and the scripts and the dialogue and all that. And I'm a big fan of B movies. I think the cheesier the better. And today we're gonna check out a little video called "The Worst Movie Lines Ever." Now, a lot of times these YouTube channels be exaggerating with their titles. So we're gonna find out if that's the case today. The channel I'm watching this on is called Chod Munch. Hilarious name. CHODMUNCH, all one word. Please subscribe. I'm already subscribed. CHODMUNC, Chod Munch. It pretty much looks like this. Right there, Chod Munch. So please feel free to subscribe to that. Without further ado, though, we're gonna get to it, man, and check this out. We're doing a little something different. We're doing it like this here, and we're gonna watch the first movie, I guess, is Showdown in Little Tokyo. I actually remember that movie. And again, like I said, this is the worst movie line ever. I don't know. I haven't watched this video. I have no idea what's about to be said. It's on YouTube, so I guess the minimum is YouTube appropriate. Let's go.
Just in case we get killed, I wanted to tell you, you have the biggest dick I've ever seen, old man.
We started off wild.
Oh my God!
We started off wild. I said I wasn't prepared. I said I didn't watch this. The worst movie line ever. And that first one was a bad movie line. It was the kind of thing, there ain't no situation where saying that to another man makes sense.
No.
But we're gonna let old buddy cook though.
Just in case we get killed, I wanted to tell you, you have the biggest dick I've ever seen, old man.
Thanks.
I don't think we should.
Are you a Mexican or a Mexicant?
I'm a Mexican.
I bet when the person wrote that, whoever wrote that line, they really thought they was cooking. They thought that shit was fire. Is this a Mexican? A Mexican. Yo, you know they thought that shit was fire when they wrote it. I'm a Mexican.
Nice.
But other than that, though, this was actually a good movie. Once upon a time, Mexico. Johnny Depp really. That one Johnny Depp was in. I think that's Johnny Depp. Anyway, I think that's yeah.
I don't think we should.
Are you a Mexican or a Mexicant?
I'm a Mexican.
Good.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, me too, but you know, I'm really wired. What do you say I take you home and eat your pussy?
What the hell?
Somebody really wrote that shit. Somebody, it's gangster as fuck. It's gangster as fuck, okay? Like the old boy was on one, you feel me? But somebody really wrote that shit. Like I said, this is the worst movie lines ever. And it not only did somebody write that shit, the director read that shit, the actors read that shit. It was like, yo, this is the line. This is good dialogue for a film. And the worst part is, based on what happened next, it looked like the shit worked.
Yeah, me too, but you know, I'm really wired. What do you say I take you home and eat your pussy?
Where you going?
It's turkey time.
Huh?
Gobble, gobble.
Did you?
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
It's turkey time. I guess that turkey can't be too bad because they were dating in real life when they made that trash movie. And he spent the block on her and got back with her later on, even though he looked very miserable and unhappy the whole time. But again, I've taken several creative writing courses and 2 script writing classes when I was in film school. And when we were doing our assignments for class, we'll get assignments, we'll get guidelines, then we can write our own little original script, whatever. But the thing is, you had to read them to the class. You have to read the script to the class as part of, like, you know, to get your grade, right? Well, sometimes the professor used to read it because, you know, some people just suck at reading publicly. So one of the main problems that I noticed in film school when I was doing these script writing class, one of the main problems people had plenty of problems with their scripts, but one of the main ones was dialogue. And that was making the dialogue seem realistic, organic, and pretty much how someone would talk in real life. You would be amazed how hard it is for people to write real sounding dialogue, because they be so focused on what they want to be told what they want said instead of thinking, would a person say this like this in real life? So if y'all ever, want to write a little short film script or a movie script, or you want to be a script writer, remember that little tidbit of information. I know you want to get your story off. I know you have this idea of who this character is, but you got to ask yourself, is this how people talk in real life? Would someone say this in real life? And I mean, is this some human shit? And if the answer is no to any of that, then you might want to find a way to get that point across and formulate those words in a more realistic way, a more digestible way. G.I. Jane, 1997. Don't even say this movie in front of Will Smith or you might get slapped. Again, bad movie scene reviews. The worst movie lines ever. Let's see if this is an exaggeration. G.I. Jane, 1997.
You just have a brain fart.
Begging your pardon, sir?
I resent it when people fart inside my office.
Where are you from?
Did you have a brain fart? I resent it when people fart inside my office. Sometimes you ask yourself, how did this little bit of dialogue make it to the theater? Like this movie, G.I. Jane was in the theater.
Back east. From where back east? Different places.
I don't like sand. It's coarse, rough, and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
I don't know what I just watched, but I know that was from Star Wars. I think, yeah.
Oh no, it's the police! We're in trouble! Oh, my mama's gonna whoop me! Shut, Boney!
My God, what's happening to her? And why can't I move? There must be a logical reason for all of this. They're eating her! And then they're going to eat me! Oh my God!
No.
So you walk in the room, right, for whatever reason, and you see some kind of monsters or something eating someone alive, right? Terrible scene. God forbid you have to witness that. Is this really what a person would say in that situation?
My God, what's happening to her? And why can't I move? There must be a logical reason for all of this. They're eating her! And then they're going to eat me! Oh my God!
What I like about B movies or bad movies with bad scripts, it reminds you that everybody not created equal. All writers not created equal. That's why I laugh when people be like, I don't understand why actors get paid so much. All they doing is reciting some lines, or people think it's easy to write a script and just come into Hollywood. Some people actually think it's easy to be an actor or become an actor. But stuff like this remind you that there's level to script writers and there's level to actors. if it was so easy, these kind of movies and these kind of performances wouldn't fucking exist, right? It wouldn't be. If being a great actor was so easy, it wouldn't be some of these horrible Tubi movies. If being a great actor was so easy, if being a great script writer was so easy, some of the Tubi movie scripts wouldn't exist that I've reviewed before.
Jenny, I'm sorry.
Don't. Love means never having to say you're sorry.
Your guess is as good as mine, Larry. One thing's sure. Inspector Clay's dead. Murdered. And somebody's responsible.
I am an F.
You think so? You think he's dead, he's murdered, and somebody's responsible? I think if he's dead and he been murdered, the chances are, since it's a murder, like he said, that somebody is responsible. And this was the lead detective on the case look like. Yeah, I think they need to call somebody else because this guy ain't gonna crack the case. I mean, his deduction skills are low level as fuck.
FBI agent!
I've seen many strange things already. Bloody wolves chasing me through some blue inferno. I doubted everything, even my mind. I was impotent with fear. I know, but still, I know where the bastard sleeps. I brought him there, to Carfax Abbey.
You have nice legs, Lisa.
Not this movie again. My problem with this movie right here is that it came up on a bad acting and the bad movie review. It came up on both, which is insane. So we're gonna take a little break from that and switch over to something else. Okay, we got right here. So, as you guys know, I've been trying to prepare y'all for the zombie apocalypse, man. And we got to get ready. One of the most debated things about the zombie apocalypse is where to go. Where to set up your home base, where to fortify. I ran across this channel called ZMZ Reloaded, Zombie Survival Labs, right? And they swear they cracked the code to several different locations that people always swear upon. Like, you know, like people always talk, go to the mall, go to the hospital, go to a jail. Even in the Walking,
ever since season 3 of the
even in the Walking Dead, right? One of the main spots was the jail. But these guys give you the pros and cons and really break it down. So I guess we're gonna start with the jail. Why not, right? Or do you want to start, or should we start with something that's more common to get to? Because honestly, since I'm not a criminal, I don't know where the jail at. Plus, I think saying going to the jail ain't a good idea anyway, because it's full of fucking criminals. Like, you're gonna go to the jail during the zombie apocalypse, but what you gonna do with all the inmates that's in there? But people always scream to jail all the time. So you know what? I take that back. Because I'm actually interested in seeing why people think the jail is such a good
Ever since season 3,
the prison or whatever is such a fucking good idea. I'm curious to see why people think the prison is such a good idea. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know how this is going to end up, but in my opinion, I don't think the prison really cut it.
ever since season 3 of The Walking Dead, when the survivors occupy a prison, it has been on almost all top 10 places to survive the zombie apocalypse type of videos, like in The Richest, Real Life Lore, or American.
That's a fact. Stop letting Hollywood influence your shit to a certain degree. Use your common sense. When the shit hit, don't run your ass to no goddamn prison.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
That's my prediction. Let's see how it go.
I mean, at first glance, it kind of makes sense. They are built to keep people in, so it also doubles in keeping people and zombies out. So today, I want to dive deep and see just how good prisons are when it comes to surviving a zombie apocalypse. This is Zombie Survival Labs. Prison is one of those places that nobody wants to go in their life. Unless it's a zombie apocalypse, then everybody and their second cousin wants to go to the nearest maximum security prison and make that their new home. Except me though, because I ain't ever going back. But a lot of you believe it's a good place to survive in a zombie apocalypse. So since you guys keep suggesting it and I've actually been to prison, I want to look at the pros and cons of surviving in a prison during a zombie apocalypse. Because preparing for a zombie apocalypse has the same guidelines as preparing for any other realistic apocalypse scenario, like the solar grid shutting down or a complete economic collapse. But before we look into prisons, we need to set some ground rules. Since I've been to prison, I'm going to be based.
I'm glad he said that. Because, you know, I talk about this zombie apocalypse stuff all the time and all that. But what I really mean is when the shit hits. When the shit hits the fan, in whatever way it hits the fan, the stuff you're going to have to do is pretty much going to be the same in all those shit hit the fan situations. Be it solar flare, be it the economy fucking crumbling, be it zombie apocalypse. You still gonna have to deal with scarcity of resources. You still gonna have to deal with survival of the fittest. You just gonna have to deal with my kids gotta eat. You got food, so I'm gonna take your shit. So, and you're gonna have to deal with like raiders and you know, fucking criminals. I get it. Because if you notice, one thing about The Walking Dead, it was a zombie apocalypse and all, but the humans were a way bigger threat than that. So even if you don't believe in the zombie apocalypse ever happening in some kind of weird way, be it biological or whatever, understand that if COVID-19 didn't teach y'all anything, that the infrastructure is way more fragile than we like to admit. But let's get back to the video.
Basing this list of my personal experience of the prison I was at, which is a level 3 maximum security prison known as Lorraine Correctional Institution. I'll also be basing this list off of the Walking Dead type of zombies. So no super powered wall climbing mutant zombies, just good old super slow decaying, slow jogging pace somewhat realistic zombies. Plus, I get to use a lot of The Walking Dead Season 3 and Season 4 footage. So spoiler alert for something that's almost 5 years old, I guess. Let's jump into what are some of the pros and cons to surviving in a prison during a zombie apocalypse. One of the biggest reasons that you see prisons in zombie survival guide videos is because they're easily defendable. Oh wow, look at those walls. Dang, T-Dog, you see them double barbed wire fences? Yay! Glenn, check out that guard tower right there, but no funny business with Maggie. It's no surprise that Rick and the gang felt like they struck a gold mine when finding this place. You got guard towers overlooking the perimeter, reinforced steel barred windows, solid metal doors, and strong concrete walls. Literally no one is taking this place from you. Unless they have a tank, then they just might take it from you. But aside from that, prison's already built with the structured security and defenses that you'd be building somewhere else anyway. And since it's already right there, this is a huge benefit. Another benefit is that you have a buttload of space. Prisons are meant to house a large amount of inmates. At the prison I was at, it was about 1,200 of them. So needless to say, that's pretty big. I mean, look at all that land to grow crops on. Hello, can anyone say Farming Simulator 2019 Prison Edition featuring Herschel Green? With so much space to work with, the possibilities are endless. And that's just the outside. You have about 600 empty inmate cells, a chow hall, library.
My problem is that where are you going to find these empty prisons? It was just like plot armor and coincidence, inconvenience that I think the prison the people ran across on The Walking Dead was an abandoned prison. But what happens when you pull up on a prison full of fucking inmates and guards and stuff? And what if some of those inmates and guards are already zombified? And it's a lot of them in there. And a lot of those inmates are big and swole. So you got big swole zombies. Now some of them, I guess it was inmates in there. They're going to be in a cell, I guess, locked up. I don't know. I just think whenever you claim any property in the apocalypse, you got to secure it first, right? Which means you have to like take out all the zombies inside the building before you can, get comfortable and get your stuff set up. And I think a prison is, a place where you will have to secure a lot of, take out a lot of zombies. Or if you got inmates in there that haven't turned to zombies, like, do you let them out? Do you set them free? Who knows what they were in jail for? Do you just let them stay in their cage? At that point, let's say you some kind of way hustle yourself into jail, but you got these other humans in there. What do you do? It's just so much involved in trying to turn a prison into your base operations, especially if it's an occupied prison, like the majority of prisons in America are.
A freaking auto shop. There's Herschel Green. With so much space to work with, the possibilities are endless. And that's just the outside. You have about 600 empty inmate cells, a chow hall, library, a freaking auto shop. There's so much space in a prison that you could store decades worth of food and water and other resources and still have room to play with. But not only is there a ton of space to work with, there's also a ton of resources at your fingertips. Like we've established before, prisons house thousands of inmates, meaning that there's food to feed those thousands of inmates. Not good food. I mean, the bags say not for human consumption on it, but it's food nonetheless. Prisons also have their own infirmary, so you have meds and medical supplies as well. You got thousands of prison mats. I mean, they suck, but they're beds at least. And you got the commissary store where inmates can actually buy real food, which is also where you get the whole shebang chips at. Chips so good that you'll go to prison for them because they only have them in prison and their website. I'm not sponsored by them, but I did impulse buy a whole bag of them, which probably wasn't the healthiest thing I've done in a while. With all those defenses and open space and resources, people might try and take the prison from you. But you'll easily be able to spot them because prisons have a great vantage point. Most prisons, especially Lorraine, have open fields around them to easily catch escaping inmates and to catch people that might be throwing drugs over the fences or any other type of suspicious acts So having that vantage point is a huge benefit, especially in a situation like this. So this is going to give you plenty of time to spot any oncoming threats that might be coming your way. To deal with this, you also have the prison's armory to be able to take care of these problems. I'm talking semi-automatic rifles, riot gear, fox spray, aka ghost peppers in your eyes. So maybe Rick had the right idea. Maybe prisons are a smart idea. But what are the cons to surviving in a prison? Because it can't just be all rainbows and sunshine. Well, the cons list for this video is going to be a little bit different. I know how much people fanboy over prison, so when I made this video, I had to anticipate the comments a little bit more than usual. So allow me to take you on a journey and tell you what would happen to prisons in a zombie apocalypse, and also the cons. The virus has caught the attention of the media. People are panicking, the government is fully involved. Martial law has just gone into full effect, meaning no more guards at the prison. At this point, you might be thinking, well, what happens to the inmates? Do the guards let them out? The answer is no. The government actually has a plan with inmates when it comes to martial law. Under the U.S. Justice Department Code, a military task force team will be sent into the prison, and all inmates with 10 years or less will either be released or drafted into the military service at the local officer's discretion. If this happened while I was in prison, I likely would have been drafted into the military because my crime was a felonious assault. But someone with a possession charge or a felony DUI would likely end up being released. Sentences over 10 years may be confined indefinitely or put to physical labor as required by martial authorities. And inmates with life sentences or inmates on death row will have their sentences carried out via firing squad. And no joke, that's actually in the U.S. Justice Department Code. So from here, two things will happen. Either the military is taking over the prison as a base of operations at this point, or they are taking all the inmates being drafted and all the inmates being sentenced to physical labor and extracting all of the food and resources out of there with them. Neither of these options are good in a zombie apocalypse. This means that the prison is either being occupied by the military, meaning you're not taking it over, or you can knock off resources in the army.
I said that earlier. I never understood when you're having these little conversations, you're sitting around, you're drinking, you're having fun, talking about the zombie apocalypse scenarios, because that's a thing that dudes do, especially dudes that's in the military and stuff, or just dudes that's into the zombie shit. And you bring up the prison, and people just assume these prisons gonna be empty, and just like you could just go get a state-owned facility. Like you can just walk in and take over and bring you a couple of your hoes and some of your homeboys into this prison, and y'all just gonna be like, just have it. As if people, bigger, badder people don't want to utilize, that kind of fucking facility. So it's just one of those weird, unrealistic tactics.
Armory off the pros list because they're not leaving that behind. Okay, so whatever. The military takes all the resources in armory. You still have an easily defendable place with a ton of space and a great vantage point. Unfortunately, the cons don't stop there. Most prisons today have been updated because of security protocol. It's not like TV shows like The Walking Dead make it out to be when it comes to getting into the prison. Most doors are opened electronically via computers, key card readers, and flip switches. So the only way you're getting through those doors is by welding or some type of fabrication or through brute force. But yes, by turning on the electricity, you will be able to open up the door.
Now, if the electricity still on and you work at the prison or know someone that worked at the prison, then you might be on to something. But the problem with that is that that's really very specific. Like, I don't work at a prison or know anybody that work at one. Do any of y'all work at a prison or know anybody work at one? So this whole like using the prison as your location thing is not realistic at all, and very specific, and only can really possibly work for a select few. But like he said, when in the conversation, it's one of the first things people scream, just like the mall, which we're going to get into later, because people watch one movie, Dawn of the Dead, saw them in the mall, and think about the food court and all that, and swear the mall is the best shit ever. We're going to find that out in a minute. But right now, back to this prison nonsense.
Not from the outside, though. Prison doors were meant to withstand prison riots, meaning it can't be done through lockpicking or sheer human strength. Once the power goes out, the prison goes into lockout mode as a security protocol, which makes it a pretty big con. A pro that we talked about earlier is also a con as well, though. The prison I was at, for example, is 1,845,245 feet squared. To walk from one...
I'm actually curious to know what this nigga was in jail for. Not even jail, prison. He brought up several times that he actually was in prison, and at this particular prison that he's using to make this content off. And you know, I'm nosy, I guess. Like, I'm like, hey, bro, what the hell were you in jail for?
Say hello to my little friend.
Inquiring minds want to know.
One side of the prison to the other side of the prison took around 12 minutes on average. That's a lot of ground to cover and a lot of space to protect. All this space creates a lot of blind spots when defending the perimeter, and it's a big reason that prisons have been adding more security cameras to the outside as well as watchtowers to make sure no one's trying to escape. And that's just because of how many blind spots there are in a prison. And we're just talking about the outside. This con really depends on your group size, though. I mostly hear people saying it's best to stay in a small group between 4 and 10 people, which isn't nearly enough people to properly keep a prison secure. A more ideal group size would be about 50 people, but even that's pushing it. That also introduces a whole bunch of other issues, which is unrelated to the prison itself, so I'm not going to include any of the issues with a large group in this video. Another con that's questionable but still should be mentioned is the fact that prisons are hotspots. Hotspots are places that the common public not only know about, but may seek out in an apocalyptic event. To get a perspective on this, hotspots are places like malls, hospitals, stores, basically any place that has an abundance of resources that the common public are aware of. Ever since The Walking Dead took off and got millions upon millions of viewers watching their show, prisons have kind of got themselves on that hotspot list, meaning that you're going to have a higher chance of some unwanted visitors knocking at your door. Prisons might not have
That's a fact. When the shit hit, if the shit hit in any kind of way, the first spot that pop in your mind to go to might not be the spot you want to go to. Because if it pop in your mind first, it probably popped in fucking hundreds of thousands of other people's mind. Don't get caught up in your bullshit thinking your idea is so special and original. That's one thing I learned in film school. And you have to get over that shit. When you're writing a script and somebody reads your scripts and they be like, that kind of reminds me of this. When it comes to film, every film idea, movie idea, a script you come up with at this point is going to remind someone of something. Just tell them, yeah, you know, but I didn't think about this when I created this. It's just, you know, there's only so many ideas in the world. The only way to come up with a script or idea or create a character in any kind of way that's 100% reminds people of nothing is to be absurd, to just make the wildest, craziest thing you can think of. And even then it might be something similar. But my point to that is that our best ideas might not be as original and ingenious as we claim. So I get that. Like, so when you're trying to go anywhere for something like a post-apocalyptic situation and you want to set up a shop, I think it'll be in your best interest, honestly, to think outside the box. That's why in my last video, I said nursing homes. I never heard nobody say nursing homes, but you got to remember, nursing homes are really secure. They got ways so nobody can't come in and mess with the old people. They got ways where the old people just can't leave because they be having Alzheimer's and shit and senile and stuff, and they just be walking around. Nursing homes got a cafeteria. They got food. May not be the best stuff, but they got plenty of it. And if some of the old folks turn to zombies, they easy to beat up.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
So I'll set up my shop during the zombie apocalypse or any kind of apocalypse. I'm going to a nursing home, wreck shop. And let me make it clear, if the old people still alive and ain't zombies yet, I'm gonna take care of them, feed them. I ain't gonna do them wrong or nothing.
Completely gotten themselves on that list, but it's close enough to be a con on this list. So now that we have the pros and the cons to surviving in a prison, I believe we have enough information to talk about how good it is in a zombie apocalypse. If I could rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being a horrible idea, 4 being short-term survival, 7 being long-term survival, and 10 being indefinite long-term survival, I'd say that it depends. If the military has taken over the prison as a base of operations, you can put that down to a 1. I mean, let's be realistic. They're not going to be very kind to strangers walking up to the walls, and you're not taking them on. You're not Rambo. But say it's been a while and they've abandoned it, or that they've extracted all the inmates and resources out of there and left. Then it's probably a 3, maybe a 4. The amount of work and resources just to get inside of the prison is going to be extremely difficult in of itself, but then to have to defend it would be even more difficult. But then again, this comes down to your group size. So a small group is a 3 or a 4, but a large group, one that's large enough to secure the place, delegate jobs like farming and resource gathering, you could easily push that score up to a 7, maybe even a 10. I say maybe still because it's still a hot spot. But if the military is there or you have a small group, you got better options out there. But what do you guys think? Did I miss any pros or cons? Let me know in the comment section, as well as
I agree with his point of to really secure someone big as a prison, you gotta have a large group. And that in itself is problematic. And he didn't get into that because, like he said, that's a whole nother show and a whole nother conversation. But like what he said, maybe up to 50 people. Having a group that large in an already stressful situation ain't nothing but chaos. You always got plotters, you got schemers, you got people who want to be in charge just for the power of being in charge, but really don't know how to do nothing. You have people with insecurities that have to be in charge. You're going to have to deal with Karens. You're going to have to deal with racists. You're going to have to deal with grapists and pervs and people liking people that like other people and jealousy and all. Just the more people, the more problems. And I just learned this from being in the Army and being a sergeant and being in charge. And after getting out the Army and being a civilian and being in management, the more people you got to manage, the more problems. It's like even doing group projects in college. If you got 6 people in the group or 3 people in the group, one group is always easier to manage and way easier to get shit done. What's up, DJ? Appreciate it, man. I'm over here trying some new things, man. Being inspired by your production and creativity, man. Of course, you know, your shit's still better than mine because you got the motion graphics and shit. But I gotta figure out how to do that. But like, I wouldn't mind making my little self sitting down here, maybe breathing and eating some popcorn as he watches the video. I wouldn't mind doing it like that, having him breathing and eating some popcorn as he watched the video. That'd be dope. So next up, we're gonna get into a review. We're gonna review some Black Guru because it's been a while. This video called "Women Reveal the Real Reason They Don't Live with Men." I don't know. I don't know what their reason is.
Flipping the same.
I don't know what they about to say. I got the feeling it's gonna be some TikTok craziness because TikTok has become the asylum for a lot of non-select women. They get on there and it's like a therapy session, and they say some of the weirdest things. But let's see what's going on.
There are a lot of women who recently did a trend saying they would never live with a man again. I want you to listen to their reasons why, but I also want you to stick around and hear what many of them won't admit. You gotta hear this. My God.
Last time I lived with a man
was when fast food commercials didn't exist.
I knew it probably was the last time I was gonna live with a man because I was paying for more than half of the.
She acting like she got a lot of men lined up to ask her to fucking live with them anyway. And I think she was about to say she was paying 50-50. Woman, if I had to live with you, you would have to pay every fucking thing. You would have had to pay how you motherfucking weigh.
What the hell?
I'm talking sugar mama, big mama, whatever you want to call it. But let's see what she's talking about. Man, I'm gonna give this lady a chance.
Bills. I was cooking meals. I was getting up before he got up for work to make lunches, breakfast.
Now, come on, sis. You weren't just cooking the meals, were you?
Putting snacks inside the lunch pail. Also cooking dinners, paying for all the food in the house, washing his clothes so he could go to work. I was making more money than him, working less time than him. And he still expected me to do all this work. Whenever he wanted it, he wanted it. And the thing was, he wasn't nice. He was actually mean.
And I just wanted to tell you, I love those big old glasses on your face.
But why?
This right here is referencing a chapter in my book, Truth and Reality Undefeated the Gender War. I mean, when DJ did the interview with me, when DJ Wishdom interviewed me on my book, he asked a really good question. He was like, do women, I had a chapter about the ugly tax. And the ugly tax is pretty much the undesirable tax. I like to call it the ugly tax because it's more catchy and it gets the people going. But pretty much that's the due you have to pay, the fees you have to pay, the price you have to pay when you're with someone and they don't find you that attractive or desirable. It's the difference you have to pay out to make it make sense why they with you. That's why some guys can get the poom poom on one date, and some guys got to do 8 dates to get it. That's him paying his ugly tax, undesirable tax, whatever you want to call it. And then DJ had asked me, what do women have to pay an ugly tax, and what does it look like? And we're witnessing it now. We're witnessing what happens when a woman get with somebody that's outside her league and what it looked like. And that's her paying the ugly tax, the undesirable tax, whatever. She makes more money than him. She's still cooking and cleaning for him. She got to give up the booty when he want. And he not even nice to her. Listen, woman, I'm pretty sure this man clearly has a high SMV than you, sexual market value, and he knows it, and he's treating you accordingly, and you had to do the stuff that he got you doing because that's you paying your dues.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Oh, shit.
Rent is due, Big Shirley. Rent is due, Big Shirley.
I did that man pee in my bed. I had to get up get him to the shower.
I love those big old glasses on your face.
What?
Did we hear what we just heard? Did she say what she just said? We're gonna run it back. But did I hear what I thought I just heard? Was she dating Thanos?
Oh my God!
Did Florida said Thanos peed in the bed on him, on her when she spent the night over there and he clapped that? Was she dating Thanos? What's up with niggas pissing in on hoes or pissing in the bed on chicks? That shit's wild. Maybe he was drunk. I mean, I would have to be drunk as fuck to smash that regularly.
Why did that man pee in my bed? I had to get up, get him to the shower, get his clothes that are wet, put them in the washing machine.
Boy, it sounds to me like y'all really know how to pick them.
Best part about me not living with the man is I can literally forget to put my bonnet on and take off my makeup, and ain't no man gonna say shit. I fell asleep in here because I just didn't want to sleep in my bed. If I had a man, he'd be like, why are you sleeping in there? Blah, blah. Well, a lot of times I was sleeping there because maybe I ate too much shit that
I know those moles on her face are natural and you can get them surgically removed, but a lot of people don't do that because they like to embrace themselves and what they have. But those kind of moles like that, they make me uncomfortable. By uncomfortable, I mean I couldn't have a conversation with her or be in a relationship with her because she's not an ugly woman. But those moles, I'll keep staring at them. They'll bother me. I just like weird like that. Did I say nothing wrong with moles on? Like my wife had a mole on her face. She got one like right. I got one right here. She got one like right here, but it's not elevated like that, and it's not as big as old girl. Then she got that one, you know, that's like, yeah, that would very pretty face, decent, good teeth. Voice kind of raspy, but it is what it is. That we ain't talking about all that. Like one little cute small mole that doesn't elevate off the skin is okay. But it's the elevated off the skin ones that bother me a lot, especially as elevated as hers is off the skin. But let's see what she's talking about.
that gave me gas, and I just want to lay here and fart in the morning, or it may be in the middle of my sleep.
You don't want to live with a man because you want to pass gas all the time?
I don't want to.
These hoes is nasty, yo. These hoes is nasty. I get it. Everybody passes gas. That's a human thing. But the kind of stuff that women get online and just talk about and put on Beyonce's and Kaisa Knott's internet to stay on here for eternity and get reviewed by content creators, etc., it's wild as fuck. Nobody won't need to know that you sit around nappy headed in your stank roll wrapped up, busting fucking stank butt gas all goddamn day.
Give a nigga a break. Give a nigga a break. How much more can I take? Give a nigga a break.
Nobody wants to know that, needs to know that, and should know that. Some things just need to be kept to yourself. What happened in the world of privacy or just modesty or just everything ain't for everybody. Everything ain't everybody's business.
Live with a man because I do want to be dirty. Like, fuck, like.
Live with a man because you want to pass gas all the time?
I don't want to live with a man because I do want to be dirty. Like, fuck, like I'm depressed. I'm tired too. Last night, I washed my sheets.
The reason why I don't want to live with a man is because I want to be dirty in peace.
What the hell?
You trifling, nasty.
5 letters.
One word.
Bitch.
But over here, we hear him out. We're gonna hear her out, people. We're gonna hear her out.
In my blanket, and I didn't even make my bed again once the sheets was dry. I just laid the sheets on the side of the bed that I was gonna sleep on, and I laid on top of the sheet. I don't want to cook every day. I don't want to cook every day. What if I want to buy pizza every day of the week? Like, why is it I'm the only one that gotta mop the floor?
Well, I've said it for years. Y'all don't want to cook clean, and it sounds like y'all don't even want to wash y'all behind anymore.
I have lived with a man pretty much the entirety of my life. I'm over it. Number 2, I'm nobody's mother, and I'm tired of having cleaned up behind me. I'm tired of seeing piss on my toilet.
Put the meth down, baby. You were about the wrong thing. Fix those motherfucking meth teeth. Those methy ass teeth she got. Look at that shit.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Why I no longer want to live with a man. Why? So you can smoke your meth in peace?
No.
She says she's Stephanie. I call her Methany. Hey, Methany. Oh, shit.
Seat, and I'm tired of seeing the toilet seat left up. I'm tired of everything getting ate and drank up in the house. Tired of somebody that doesn't ever wash dishes anyway, somehow managing to throw my rag or my sponge inside of something disgusting and letting it just soak in there. So when I have to go,
Were y'all all on y'all period when y'all made this video? I'm just wondering.
I'm tired of getting woken up every time someone else has to wake up for work.
You know, some of you are choosing to be with other women instead of men. What do you think other women are doing in the house next to you?
You know, when you living with a man, you're most likely going to have to clean up often. You're going to have to make sure your hygiene on point, you stay shaved up and all of that.
Yeah.
They don't even want to keep their hygiene up. We the problem with their hygiene. Some kind of way they hygiene coming up, and I don't fucking know what's going on right now at this point, people. Unc is flabbergasted. I'm confuddled. I'm confused. And my point is, keep this shit to yourself.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
Nobody don't need to know when you ain't living with a man. You sitting down there with 70s bush and your poom smelling like motherfucking bacon bits because you don't want to wash your ass because ain't no man there. So I'm not gonna wash my ass. What the fuck? You should take care of your hygiene regardless.
Damn!
Nasty, nasty. But yo, real quick though.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
What's up, nieces and nephews? Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and please share.
If you want to support, hit up my Cash App at $UncBeStreaming. Any donation will be greatly appreciated. Thanks in advance.
Shout out to all my people checking me out on Rumble. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and please share. Show some love, y'all.
All right, back to the fuckery.
You should.
Funny because low key these niggas do not give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about the bush. They don't give a fuck about the legs being hairy, armpits. Now I will say it is probably a limit on you actually smelling musty. I ain't just walking around smelling musty. I can't smell myself stinking like that for long. So yeah, that's not gonna happen. But as far as like cleaning the house and the shaving and shit, them do not give a fuck about.
Now, I have heard that a lot. Is that true? A lot of men today just don't care about the way you look or smell, especially when it comes to your hygiene. They just want some cat.
Fellas, is that true? Y'all taking 70s bush and tart poom poom? Are we out here taking 70s bush and poom poom a la tart?
No.
Poom poom a la tart. You gotta make it sound French. Maybe poom poom a la tart.
Damn!
Is y'all chowing down on that poom poom a la tart? Reasons why I never want to live with a man again. This woman look exhausted. That's all I'm gonna say. Exhausted. She look burned out. She look bummed out and depleted.
Thing going around saying why we never want to live with a man again.
That big old tattoo.
I've lived with 4 men romantically, and I never want to live with a man again. And I'll tell you, because if I ever come home, or if I'm home and a man just randomly asks me, what are we doing for food? Or are you cooking today? No.
You don't want to cook.
Do not ask me that.
You know what, lady? Given your history, living with 4 different men in your lifetime, I think that you're going to live with another man.
Because I want to be able to lay in my bed, booty butt naked.
This is the thing. They don't want to live with a man again. Right? But they out here fucking niggas and let niggas shoot up the club raw and put babies in them. Make it make sense. And I'm scared to even see what Fat Albert right here talking about. What Fat Albert say? Hey, it's Fat Albert. No. So let's see what Fat Albert talking about.
4 different men in your lifetime, I think that you're going to live with another man.
Because I want to be able to lay in my bed, booty butt naked, and read an ebook on my phone without somebody coming in and talking about what's for dinner. Let me get some of them cheeks. What you do all day? Nothing.
At this point, these people just be talking to themselves and making stuff up. Ain't nobody coming asking her, let me get some of them cheeks. She wish someone was harassing her about them fat, funky cheeks. Yo, what my man's in them at?
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Give a nigga a break. Give a nigga a break. How much more can I take? Give a nigga a break.
Now, come on, lady. Is a man really coming in there expecting you to do something all day? And is he really asking you for cheeks?
I don't want to live with the man because I want to be stank and musty and piece bitch. Fuck. Like, some men be having too many expectations when it comes to they woman.
So not wanting your woman that you live with, not wanting her to be stinking musty, is too many expectations.
Damn!
Not wanting your woman to be stank and musty is asking for too much in 2026.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
We can't make this shit up. We can't make this shit up.
I had a boyfriend and he wanted me to move in with him so bad, and I just did not want to move in with him because every time that I would go spend the night with him, he wanted me to be in something sexy.
Okay.
Like, and he wanted me to be in lingerie and walk around in heels. I want to be in a baggy ass t-shirt and walk around comfortable. I want to look ugly some days.
Some days.
For him to think that I was going to be in lingerie and walk around in kitten heels, like we role playing, had me fucked up. I don't want to live with the man, and then I end up getting pregnant. Then I have to put my life on the line for his bald head ass baby. Snotty nose baby at that. And it have to put my life on the line for him and the baby.
Wait, wouldn't it be your child too? What?
Y'all see my bed over here? This is a bed that I get to have to myself. I ain't got to share it with nobody. When I had a boyfriend,
I know them sheets and comforters stank as fuck. I know she don't change her sheets but like once a year. And it look like it's the middle of the day and she done off the bed. She all on the tickety top. And this bitch ain't even made her bed up yet.
Emotional damage.
Who raised you? She done got off the bed, ain't made her bed up, but done got her stank breath ass. If she ain't made her bed, yo, I'm gonna tell you something. If she got up and she ain't made her bed, I don't think this bitch brushed her teeth either.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
and we slept in the same bed, this man would literally be up under me.
So y'all are saying y'all don't want to live with a man anymore, but y'all are not saying y'all are gonna stop screwing.
I like to walk around my house booty butt naked, and like you would think that means I would love to live with a man, but it's like I don't want to be sexy while doing it. I just want to be booty butt naked, tummy out, no makeup on, looking crazy, farting and shit.
Once again, they want to be stank.
And I'm not even finna hold you. Men have nothing to offer women except UTIs, BV, yeast infections, and trauma.
Who are y'all letting y'all just play in y'all?
Yo, they out here fucking with niggas that fucking do construction work and come home and finger bang them without washing his hands first.
No.
They fucking with niggas who pee and boo boo and don't wash their hands afterwards. And then come play in their vagina. They fucking with niggas who don't wash their ass but every other day, or maybe even less than that, and they let these niggas slide up in them raw. That's what that sound like to me. If a nigga causing you all them kind of problems, you fucking with a triple D ass nigga. You know what triple D is? Dirty Dick Dan. You can't be sleeping with Dirty Dick Dan and expect not to get some motherfucking complications from it.
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
At like that. My God.
Nobody has said this, and this is actually insane. But if I'm living with a man, when will I be able to talk to myself?
I got it. Y'all hear voices.
Robe, tank top, and some big ass granny panties. And I ain't got to be worried about nobody saying, can you pick that little stuff up off the couch? Or, you know, can you do something with your head? Or, you know, can you put some clothes on?
Don't care.
No, because you know what? I'm at my shit.
I don't care anymore.
This is my house. And I love that for me.
And to all the women who are in relationships with men, my heart goes out to you.
Once again, y'all are not.
I think a lot of these chicks are carpet munchers, non-select women, or chicks that got their little heart broke because they wanted a nigga that was outside their league and he took her to Pound Town. So now they just hate life. So they out here just making weird content. Weird. It's weird. And in a majority of them, if the nigga they wanted them, they will be right there living with his ass ASAP, wagging a fucking tail like a motherfucking puppy.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Just all out here keeping that thing to yourself. Y'all are out here using it and abusing it, some of y'all. So I'm not buying that all of y'all are just happy to not live with a man anymore when y'all cap mileage is sky high.
Yo, I don't even think it's all about the whole, like, oh, I want to be musty and pieces. Hell, I was doing that with the damn man, so I don't know why y'all weren't.
What the hell?
Yo, Shawty right here wild as hell, nigga. Did she really just say that, nigga, with so much confidence?
Oh, I don't even think it's all about the whole, like, oh, I want to be musty and pieces. Hell, I was doing that with the damn man, so I don't know why y'all weren't doing that. It's not even about the.
She said, I don't know. I was doing that with a damn man, so I don't know why y'all doing that. And just being musty and funky while living with a nigga and sleeping with him, it's just some normal standardized fucking shit. These women, a lot of these women, the ones that's talking here, and any women like them, make sure you understand, I'm specifically talking about these ones talking, and anyone that do agree this shit. These motherfuckers are some Vikings. They some pirates. They some fucking savages. They some caveman. Who the fuck? What is this? What is this style of living? What is this? Little steak booty, musty, funky, wearing the same clothes for 3 days as women.
Oh, they don't clean like that. I mean, yeah, that is a part of it, but I think the biggest reason, truly, is that men are honestly so emotionally unstable and unregulated that they just fuck the entire vibe of the house.
Now I'm looking at that wall behind you. It looks like you live in a room in somebody else's house, maybe your parents. So what are you talking about?
My husband just asked me what we were having for dinner. Every day it's the same question. What are we having for dinner? What do we have? Are we going out? What are we doing for dinner? I don't care if we ever have dinner again. I don't ever want to hear that line again.
You know, I hate to prejudge, but it's either the septum or the big old glasses.
I don't want to share my space. I don't want to share my bed. I don't want to share anything with you. I don't want to share my candles. I don't want to share my.
Y'all sound like children, toddlers.
My TV. I don't want you using my Amazon. I don't want you using my.
I don't want to share. I don't want to share this. I don't want to share that. I don't want to share this. I want to share that.
And that's number one. They stink. They really stink. They really do. They're dirty gym clothes.
Again, they fucking with Triple D, Dirty Dick Dan, and then want to come out here and just talk about how men stink. But we just heard several women proclaim how they don't like to wash their ass. So who really stink? What's up, Candy? Who really funky out here? Everybody stink. But she ain't saying that part. Stinking ain't gender specific. Let's make it clear.
Stink. They smell sweaty. They just smell like a big old fart.
All these men smell, but you're still sleeping with them. They smell, but you're still sleeping with them.
I will not cook for you any night of your life. You have kids? Great. Can we pretend like it's flowers in the attic? I don't want to see them or hear them. Got a mom? I don't want to meet her. I'm not doing your laundry. I'm not cleaning up. I'm definitely not digging you out of debt. I'm not cheering you on in life. You're an adult. Cheer for yourself. I did all that and more for decades. I have nothing left to give. Quite honestly, I probably shouldn't have given it at all to begin with.
What we witnessed right there is defeated as human. That's a defeated ass human. The way she look, the way she laying there, everything she's saying. This woman done made decisions and they didn't work out, and that shit has beat her down.
We can't make this shit up. We can't make this shit up.
And she done came online, her therapy session on TikTok, to spread her negative energy, her negative outlook, and her defeated mindset to other women. And it's fucking sad.
Look where it got me. Divorce.
I feel like personally, as a woman, once you learn how to decenter men and once you learn the truth about who they really are, you're never going to want to be in a relationship ever again. And you're never going to want to.
This woman young and already on that bullshit. Looks like a decent looking woman and software already fucked up. What has happened in your life of probably 20 to 23 years where you saying some bullshit about decentering man? What could have happened so bad in your limited probably dating experience? Doubt she been married, doubt she got kids, to where decentering a man. It's why you can't send your kids to college, certain colleges. They get a bunch of feminist film tart bullshit in their head. And we're hollering about decentering men, but they so stay pregnant a lot.
Probably shouldn't have given it at all to begin with. Because look where it got me. Divorce.
I feel like personally, as a woman, once you learn how to decenter men and once you learn the truth about who they really are, you're never going to want to be in a relationship ever again. And you're never going to want to get married. You're probably not going to want to have kids anymore. All of that will just be killed for you.
You know why I don't think
you notice none of them saying they finna stop fucking. They said you never want to be in a relationship again. You never want to have children. You never want this, but they still gonna fuck. And at the end of the day, if y'all don't want to be in a relationship, don't want to have kids, it's men out there will just use y'all for that pussy. Because I know one thing for sure. They can decenter men all they want, but unless they willing to like start messing with women, and then their outcome's gonna even be worse than men, because we know who lead in domestic violence, and it's when the women get with them and put the motherfucking ones and twos on them, right? So all this decentering man stepping away shit, it's all just smoke and mirrors if they still want to get taken to motherfucking Pound Town.
I'm trying to take it a pound town. I'm trying to lay that pussy down on the ground.
Polar tink tink.
these jokers tell us how it is to be with a woman, since it's so bad to be with a man?
Let me tell you something. I could never in my life live with a man. I don't like no nigga all in my motherfucking space. I like to be comfortable. I'm not.
What's wrong with her lips? They like goddamn baboon ass.
We can't make this shit up. We can't make this shit up.
And I'm a person with full lips, but I really think these people be doing something to their lips. I've been on this earth 47 years, closer to 50 than 40, obviously, and I rarely see natural lips look and shape like that. And I'm pro black love and fuck with sisters my whole life. A lady in the comments later on Replay Gang or whatever, tell me what's the process for this shit? What's this called? Because yeah, or is that like, or is it people who top lip and bottom lip really fucking look like that?
That mouth.
That ain't my husband. Every day, I'm not washing your clothes. I'm not folding sheep. I don't want your stank ass piss all in my bathroom. I don't want your pubics all around.
What kind of stanky, dirty dick, pissing up the wall ass dudes do these women be fucking dealing with?
Stop it. Get some help.
All the stuff they describe says a lot about them, not the men. Because why is this nigga even in your house, in your bedroom, in your life, if he carry himself in this kind of fucking way?
On my toilet, I don't want you eating and dropping crumbs all on my floor. I don't want to hear your loud ass games.
To the men watching, I don't care what this kind of woman looks like from the back. Just listen to this mouth.
You can cook whatever the hell you want, eat whatever the hell you want, and clean up after yourself and have that just really be it. It's so uncomplicated. And right now I have my period. It is
Of course.
terrorizing me. And I don't have to take care of anybody else. I don't have a 3-year-old at my feet. I don't have a grown-ass 35-year-old or a 40-year-old man asking me what's for dinner. All I have to do is take this pizza, this burrata, prosciutto.
Are you sure you even like men?
Trader Joe's out, put it in the oven. I'm going to sit down on my couch. I'm going to put on the Grinch, and this is going to be my dinner.
I'm 30 years old and I couldn't be more uninterested in marriage and dating. I've done so much on my own that I'm genuinely unimpressed by the population of men that we have to date.
Could you imagine if a bunch of men who are seemingly straight came on the internet talking like this about women?
What can you do for me? You women are always asking for stuff. What can you do for me? I need my mom. Why don't you women want to be our slaves? Why? Why you have so many questions? Why won't you give me some cooch? Why are you?
I couldn't tolerate anymore. I can only handle so much of the female voice. And I literally reached my limit with this woman and her little bullshit whine. I don't fucking know why they talking that like that. I got that was enough. My wife don't talk or act like none of that. But I'm not gonna let these people drain my cup. By drain my cup, I mean I don't want to run up my tolerance level of the female voice and the female tone and the female speaking pattern to where I'm already tired of it before I interact with the ladies in my life, right? So we've been doing a lot of zombie talk all the time on this channel. And it made me think about this one Key and Peele skit. One thing about Key and Peele is that I didn't watch their show while it was on. I didn't get into it until after the show ended and it had all the seasons on Hulu. And I was disappointed that I didn't give them a chance because come to find out, I thought they were corny. That's why I didn't fuck with them when they was on the air. But come to find out, their skits are high percentage funny. Like most of their skits is funny. It's like high percentile comedy. But yeah, they got this zombie thing skit. It's called What Happens When Zombies Are Racist. And I watched it and I thought y'all might enjoy it. So we're gonna check it out, y'all.
All right, listen up. Sheriff's Department's close by. We'll be safe there. Okay. Stay close. I'll get you out of here. Oh my God! They got Brad! They got Brad! They got Brad! They didn't get us. Okay? We're still alive. All right, keep it together. Yeah, okay. We gotta make it to that sheriff's station. Oh my God. gotta go through them. Just stay together, keep moving, and don't get bit. Go.
What the hell?
Are you getting this? Yeah, what is up? All right, let's go. Let's go. This is crazy. What? Ain't that some shit? These are some racist motherfucking zombies. Why would you even lock the door? I mean, the window's broken and... Oh, hell no. No. Come on. What is that? They seriously wouldn't let her eat us.
Hey, guys. Isn't this great? These racist zombies are leaving us alone. Come on, we having a party. The beer is here. And look who I bought. Come on, man.
Listen, racism is bad. Racism is real. Racism is terrible. But there definitely are ways to make it funny. And in my opinion, Dave Chappelle mastered that. I just want to throw that out there. But these guys didn't do too bad either with this particular skit. Yo, this was an impromptu, unplanned show. I'm about to get up out of here, but don't forget to go check out my pre-recorded videos. I just reviewed the trailer for He-Man, the He-Man movie coming out in 2026 called Masters of the Universe. I just did a review for that. I got all kinds of different pre-recordeds and stuff. More coming soon. So go check it out. I just feeling real drained. I didn't sleep well last night, to be honest, and my energy's low. So I'm gonna get on up out of here and probably kick back and watch something on TV, some Tubi or something. Gotta love that Tubi. All right. So I'm going to try to do something a little different like I've been doing.
Type shit. Come on, I'm doing up shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with up shit. Type shit. Activities. I'm doing up shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with up shit. Type shit. Activities. Posted up on the island with a bitch. They call me cause I ain't on that dumb shit. Yeah, I'm rich, but act broke with a bitch. Duval Day, I really do it for the kids. Getting checks, never gotta work a job. No Viagra, dick still get hard. I can make your auntie swipe a credit card. OG in the game, realest that you ever. Aunties get down on the floor. Show these poor ass hoes how it go. Back it up like Freak Week 94. Is she under 24? It's a no. Come on, I'm doing up shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with up shit. Type shit. Activities. I'm doing up shit. Fuck
What's up, nieces and nephews? Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and please share. It really helps the channel out, and you already know. I appreciate y'all big time. I'll catch you on the next one. Stay cool.